It is the second best part of every month, which is my monthly TBR and everyone else's monthly TBR that I sit here and watch because I absolutely love them. They're like my monthly reading wrap-ups. Like, I love to see what people have been reading, what they're planning on reading, you know, and maybe some of our things will align. So sit back, grab a drink, grab a snack, whatever you may be doing, and let's talk about my April TBR. Nothing like a 7 p.m. coffee to get you through everything else you have to do today. So Charlie's holding my hand off camera right now, just wanting to let everyone know if you see me holding something, it is Charlie's paw. Okay, let's get right into this. We all know how monthly TBRs work. If this is your first time watching one of mine, hello, welcome. Very nice to have you here. Hopefully you guys sit and stay a while. What are we reading in April? That may be what you guys are asking. That may be what you guys want to know since you clicked on this video. Well, I'll tell you, obviously. Wouldn't it be so funny if I just didn't tell you guys? If I just like entitled it this video and everything, just didn't tell you? Gotta keep you guessing, so who knows? No, but for real. So first I'm going to start out with, of course, I always start out with like my Kindle books or like books that I don't have a physical copy of. So first of all, my one Kindle book that I want to read that has been on my TBR for literally ever is Marriage for One by Ella Mays. It's just always been a book that I want to read and I just never ever get to it. And also, just a little disclaimer, I guess April is the month of thick books because all of these books that I want to read this month are super thick. For what? So it's still me having an ambitious TBR. I feel like I will always just have an ambitious TBR, but it's very ambitious because not only is it over 10 books, but it's over 10 thick books. Charlie Guston? Okay, you're good there. You're good there. Marriage for One, I remember Steph Bohr talking about it so long ago and wanting to read it since then. And I feel like this month is going to be the month that I do get to it. And then the other book that I don't have a physical copy of, but I plan on picking up, I just haven't picked it up quite yet, is my non-fiction book pick of the month, which is My Body. And I don't know exactly what this is, but I've heard amazing things about this book, so I cannot wait to dive in and read it. I've heard nothing but good things, and as you guys may or may not know, I've been wanting to read some more nonfiction, some more, you know, books that take a little bit more brain power. I want to start dabbling in some classics. You know, I want to be prestigious and annoying, and I want to make you guys feel like I am a literary genius by reading classics. Says the girl who can't even get through Pride and Prejudice. Like, I have not got through the first 38 pages of my copy of Pride and Prejudice, but do I want to get the cloth-bound classics? Yes. So that is my way of forcing myself to read classics, is by buying the beautiful cloth-bound classics covers. But anyway, I got off on a tangent. My Body. Going to read it. Hopefully it's amazing. And then to get some of the series? Is there a plural for series? I don't know. But to get some of those out of the way, guys, this month is the month that we are going to close the book, literally and figuratively, on Addicted Calloway. Well, we're not reading the epilogue novel this month, but we are like just closing all of the regular books. So of course we have Fuel the Fire and Long Way Down that we're going to read this month. I do reading vlogs. If you guys didn't know, if you guys do know, you guys are probably like, oh my god, you're saying this again. Yes, I am. I do reading vlogs for these. They are spoiler though. I'm so sorry. I just basically say this in every video that I do not know anything about these books before reading them. So I do not know what would be classified as a spoiler or not. So I don't do spoiler-free ones. But I have also many different reading vlogs planned for this month specifically, and those will be spoiler-free with kind of spoiler parts at the end for those of you who have read the book. So yes, we're going to do Long Way Down and Fuel the Fire this month, and I'm excited for them. And then the next series that we are going to hopefully read this month. I say hopefully, I think we are going to, because I'm literally going to do a reading vlog on these, because this is basically gonna be my first time genuinely reading fantasy books. So last month I just had one. This month I'm getting a little bit more ambitious and I'm doing all three, which is all three Shadow and Bone books, mostly because I want to go ahead and get them out of the way. I don't know if I'm gonna love them or not, but I want to read the Six of Crows duology because so many people absolutely love those books, especially Sarah. She literally, she loves that book. So I'm like, okay, I gotta get to it. You know, I have to. But people say that these aren't very good. So I kind of am a little iffy going into it, but that has not changed my opinion of these books, because I hate when people are like, I've heard they're not good, so like I'm not gonna think they're bad. No, I'm still gonna give them a chance, and I definitely wanted to read these before I did the Six of Crows duology, because people say when you read these, they're like in the same universe, the Grishaverse, that you better understand Six of Crows, which makes it even better. And isn't the Netflix show like a mix of Shadow and Bone and Six of Crows? So I just feel like it would be better for me to read all of the series before watching them. But yeah, expect a reading vlog on those coming up. Another series that I'm planning on reading, and another reading vlog that I'm doing this month, is of course the Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy. So we are going to be reading The Summer I Turned Pretty, It's Not Summer Without You, and You'll Always Have Summer. We are going to be reading these this month. I'm going to have a reading vlog coming out with these. I have already read these before, like this isn't going to be a new thing for me, but I wanted to reread them before the show comes out. I think the show's coming out pretty soon. It'll probably be out in the summer, and it looks absolutely amazing. I can remember all the things about these books, and I love the vibes with them, so I feel like it's the perfect time for me to pick these up and read them again. These are like kind of on the like whole entire series realm. These are like continuations of series. So the first one is Hook, Line, and Sinker by Tessa Bailey. This is just the second book. It happened one summer. So basically, if you guys haven't read It Happened One Summer, our main character, what's her name? Hannah. Yes, Hannah. Hannah is Piper. Okay, so in the first book, you have Viper. In the first book, you have Piper and Brennan, and then in this book, you have Fox and Hannah. And Hannah is Piper's sister, and Fox is Brennan's best friend. So the series kind of continues. I'm sure we'll be seeing Piper and Brennan in these books. So I always like that. Like when you read like the continuations of the series that aren't about the first couple, but you still kind of get glimpses of them in the next book. So excited for this one, because I actually liked Hannah's character a lot more than I liked Piper. At first, Piper like grew on me, but I liked Hannah's character a lot more. And then one of my most anticipated reads for this month is Twisted Hate by Anna Huang. This is also a continuation in the Twisted series. So you have Twisted Love, Twisted Games, Twisted Hate, and then Twisted Lies is coming out kind of like later into this year, which I'm excited for that book as well. But this book I'm very excited about, because this book is best friend's brother, whereas Twisted Love was brother's best friend. Do you get what I'm saying? So in the first book we had Anna, and in this book you have Anna's best friend Jules and her brother Josh. So they actually hate each other. Like it's a known thing throughout the other two books that they aren't each other's biggest fans. So of course in this book, and it's another thick one, so what else, right? We'll get through it. Okay, now that I'm done with my series binge that I guess I just decided to do this month, we have basically my kind of standalone books. So first, in kind of standalone, but not really standalone, I will be starting Caraval, however you say this. So this has actually been sitting on my TBR for a little bit, and I haven't really seen that much about it with like people that I personally watch. And I talked about this in my what's on my physical TBR, going through my whole entire TBR part. So if you're making eye contact with this TBR card right now and you're thinking, what are all of those other books on there? I literally have an in detail video on what's on my physical TBR. So this was on it, and I got so many comments about this book specifically, and you guys were like, oh my god, I literally am not that big of a fan for fantasy. I have never read fantasy before, and when I read this book, it was absolutely amazing. And that is something that is just up my alley, okay? Because I'm not a very big fantasy reader, so I was like, okay, you guys, why was that so aggressive? Was that not a little bit aggressive? You guys convinced me to put this at the top of my tippity-toppity of my TBR. So hopefully we will get to this month, because I'm bad about adding stuff to my TBR and just not getting to it. Not really. I don't know why I just lied like that. I don't know why I just like swiftly lied about that, because literally when I do these videos and just make up these monthly TBRs, because if you guys didn't know, I've talked about this in like a few videos. I have a Notion, and that's literally what I'm like looking off of, and I literally have my monthly TBRs written out, and I go and literally do a checklist and make sure that I'm reading everything that's on my TBR. I don't usually stray away from my TBR. The next book is Most of All You by Mia Sheridan. I have always heard very good things about this. I read Arthur's Voice in January. I read that? Yeah, it had to be in January. And I absolutely loved it, and I've heard nothing but good things about this book, so this also was making it to the top of my TBR. Speaking of a book that I'm very excited for, this is going to be like one of the first books that I read this month. I already know it, and that is Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. When I tell you I have seen this book everywhere, I talked about it in my VSCO TBR video about how much I've seen this book and how much I've been like, oh, okay, this sounds good. And I've seen a few TikToks specifically, like scenes and stuff from this book, and it was a must. Like, I literally, kid you not, this is exactly what I did, and this is the exact influence of book talk, that I literally watched a book talk about a scene from this book, laughed at it, noticed that I laughed at it, went on to Amazon and primed shipping this book to my house. If that doesn't tell you the power of book talk, I don't know what does, because it took one singular TikTok that day for me to be like, you know what, in hand, gotta have it. The last book that I have, I'm pretty sure, let me make sure, yeah, we just have a lot of series this month, is my Mariana Zapata book pick of the month. You guys know, if you're not newbies here, if you are a newbie here, I pick one Mariana Zapata book a month to read, just to kind of like span her stuff out. You know, I really have enjoyed every single Mariana Zapata book that I've read, which has been exactly 3. So I don't know if that says a lot, but I have enjoyed all of them, and I'm trying to kind of spread them out because I didn't really do that with Colleen Hoover. I mean, I kind of did, but I had a lot of books that I hadn't read from her yet. And basically in 1 month, I think it was November last year, I just sat there and read every single book, basically every single book. I still have to read the Point of Retreat series and like a few little books that she has that like no one really talks about until I read her back catalog. But yeah, that is what I did. So I'm trying to span hers out, you know. So this month's pick is Culty. And I actually, fun fact, never thought I was going to read this book, because I remember first time hearing about this, Steph Bohr, and I was just kind of like, the soccer coach dating one of his players, like that just doesn't really seem to me like that. It's not something that I would be like wanting to pick up and read. And then of course, again, book talk just got me. Okay, I saw a book talk about this book and about something that the guy does for like the girl in this book, and I just immediately again was like, add to cart. So the influence again of book talk is absolutely insane. It's gotten most of you to read, right? I get a lot of comments that say like book talk and booktube has gotten a lot of you to read, so I guess that's the influence of influencers. Ew. I don't know why I just did that. But that is all of the books that I have for April that I want to read. Hopefully we get to all of them. Last month I was in a book slump and then purposefully like dug myself out of that hole and made myself read some more. So hopefully this month goes by a little bit more smoothly. Like I have showed you guys, I've given you guys a little bit of a sneak peek into some upcoming videos. So hopefully you guys are a little bit excited for those. I have some other videos that I have sitting waiting to edit, but I just know how long they're gonna take. So it's like a little piece of my heart is just like and just falling to the floor. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, you know what to do. Like, thumbs up, subscribe, notification bell, you know, all of the regular YouTube junk that I would love for you guys to do. Okay, just know that I love and appreciate every single one of you. Thank you guys so much for the endless support, and comment down below what you're reading this month. Comment down below what videos you guys want to see from me. I'm always open to any suggestions and any comments, so leave them down below. And until then, I will see you guys when I see you. Peace.